Homey Airport or Groom Lake are the official names given to the super-secret United States Air Force facility located within the Nevada Test and Training Range. The more popular name used for this location, though, is Area 51. It's been owned by the Air Force since 1955. The military base has built a reputation as one of the most secretive and mysterious locations on Earth. UFO sightings, proof of alien life, and controversial procedures are believed to be present at the site. Curiosity amongst the public has made Area 51 an intriguing landmark over several decades. While very little is known about what truly occurs at the base, some photos have offered insight. Number 5. While many people are curious about what Area 51 contains, they may never have the chance to truly know. Although the US government admitted that A51 exists, they describe it as an Air Force base and offered little details about exactly what goes on there. It makes sense that the government would want to keep military secrets locked up. A lot of groups think that it's just a clever cover-up for what they're really hiding. Even if you don't believe that alien life forms and spaceships are held hostage at the base, you might still admit that the level of security around the base is almost concerning. While approaching the area, even as far as 50 miles away, various signs can be seen lining the roadside, warning trespassers that moving too close is against the law. These signs also absolutely prohibit photography of any kind, and some of them allegedly threaten to use force. Reddit user Jude W999 experienced the location's strict security efforts firsthand. Jude explained in their Reddit post that they visited Area 51 and saw this strange device at the entrance. It's unknown why or how this user was visiting the site, but something like this is probably very common. The structure stands fairly tall and is attached to a mobile base. A thick spiral cord or collection of wirings spiral up the pole to the top where the square head peers out. The top of this device is likely a camera with several lenses. Many commenters that are familiar with security equipment agree that the structure is a type of mobile camera that has an impressive range of motion. The head of the camera is able to gather footage in a 360-degree radius. It's also likely that it has the ability to move up and down in different angles. The wheels on the base can be used for the camera to move remotely. The device itself may not be impressive or mysterious, but it's a perfect example of the specific measures Area 51 officials are willing to take to keep their secrets safe. Number 4. New York Times bestselling author Annie Jacobsen published a novel in 2011 titled Area 51, An Uncensored History of America's Top Secret Military Base. The nonfiction work received Goodreads' Choice Award for Best History and Biography. During Jacobsen's extensive research in the mysterious world of Area 51, she realized that documents from the base before it was acquired in 1955 were much easier to come by. Not only that, but this information helps build a solid backbone to explain what may be going on at Area 51 now. These photos, found by Jacobsen, came from a variety of sources. It's difficult to choose the best photo from this collection. The photos show employees boarding an aircraft. The US Air Force had first contacted to fly Area 51 workers in and out of the secret base. A deadly crash in November of 1955 changed that arrangement. Once the work at Area 51 began to pick up and more secrets had to be held, officials had to consider the personal lives of many workers. It wouldn't be safe for them to just drive out in their personal vehicles, and it seemed that plane travel was too risky. So eventually trailers were obtained. As can be seen in one of these photos, the trailers provided a relaxing living space, and later on, a bus route along the mountains was allegedly cleared so that workers could more easily leave the base for weekends and vacations. Again, these photos just show the extreme measures that Area 51 officials were willing to take to keep their secrets. These small events build up and pave the way for the top secret, mysterious procedures of Area 51 now. Number 3. Over the years, countless reports have poured in from witnesses claiming to have seen UFOs above or around Area 51. Some are so passionate about unveiling the truth behind Area 51 that they travel as close as they can to the site to camp out and wait for evidence of alien life and technology. Most claims are dismissed as either a hoax or the result of aircraft testing at the base. Of course, those answers aren't enough to satisfy firm believers. Even if a witness is not present for these alleged sightings, photos often get passed around on the internet. Additionally, Google Maps and satellites are used to investigate what's been captured around the base. This photo was posted by Reddit user VistaNex, and is a Google satellite screenshot of Ticaboo Peak. Ticaboo Peak is a small mountain landmark marked a few miles away from Area 51. The region is popular among UFO chasers as it's the closest you can legally get to the base. Visitors travel a 25-mile dirt terrain, something very difficult for most cars, and once near the bottom of the peak, visitors must endure a 1.5-mile hike up the steepest side of the mountain. When they finally reach the summit, a glorious view of Ticaboo Valley can be seen. Aside from its natural beauty, it also offers a peek at Area 51. It's unclear when this Google satellite image was captured, but VistaNex shared the screenshot online. In the photo, a huge empty valley can be seen, and in the distance on the other side of the base, another mountain range stands tall. Just barely above the mountain, two black spots can be seen hovering over the peak. The small specks can hardly be seen or identified, but the details that are visible dismiss the notion that they could be the result of a camera error. Additionally, their low flight altitude rules out the possibility that they're planes, jets, or choppers. Therefore, commenters have decided that the figures must be some sort of elite aircraft. Opinions are split, with some insisting that they're military aircrafts that are unknown to the public because officials want to keep them a secret. On the other hand, some conclude that they're spacecrafts, either left behind by aliens or somehow stolen by Area 51. In both possible explanations, the secretive nature of Area 51 is once again made apparent. Number 2. Government officials have addressed the rumors about Area 51 on several occasions. Each time, the story remains the same. They claim that the base is simply used for Air Force training and building and testing of military aircrafts and procedures. They insist that the work being done at the base is only kept secret to prevent enemy forces from learning about government breakthroughs. With such a shady past, numerous cover-ups and witness reports, most find their story hard to believe. This photo is really a toss-up. It could be used to help confirm either side of the story. Posted on Reddit by the user I am Josh McGuire, this photo shows a screenshot taken from Google satellite of an unknown aircraft located at Area 51. The grainy image shows a black V-shaped object. Considering the distance of this photo, the object is clearly quite large, possibly being larger than the average passenger plane. The object is a black metallic material that has various angles and segments that can't be fully seen in this photo. The unusual shape of the object implies that it would not be easy to fly, unless special technology is in place. The figure could also be a building though, although the angle of the photo suggests that it doesn't sit flat on the ground. Other photos of the aircraft have been shared online, which show that it regularly rotates or moves locations. This also dismisses the idea of it being a building. Unfortunately, it adds even more mystery to the craft though. This image and others like it have been discussed on the internet quite frequently since it was first shared. Despite research and even attempts to get answers from the government, the strange black structure remains unexplained and takes its place in line with hundreds of other Area 51 mysteries. Number 1. The general public is more familiar with impact craters caused by a meteorite crashing into Earth's surface, but near the center of Area 51, in a location known as Yucca Flat, there are large craters covering the ground for at least a few miles. Many images have been shared of this site and cause a frenzy among users. The Sedan crater is the most well-known, located in the area, and it's the largest of all the craters and was the first to strike the attention of users. That crater was made public back in 1994, and officials report that it was caused by a nuclear test in the early 60s. That test affected over 13 million residents. The crater was used for astronaut training and has been since transformed into a tourist landmark, with about 10,000 visitors attending it every year. While you can argue that the government's explanation of this crater is a false cover-up, it's very likely that it's the truth. However, as for other numerous craters, nuclear testing cannot be the cause because that type of testing has not occurred for several decades. These smaller craters lead people to believe that they were caused by something more unusual, like crashing an alien aircraft or the product of a violent attack. This photo of Yucca Flat was published by Annie Jacobson. It shows just how much land is covered by craters and offers a unique piece of evidence for those that assume they were created by outside forces. So in conclusion, Area 51 officials claim the craters were made by explosions, and much of the public argues that they were caused by alien landings or attacks. Both theories are equally unlikely, and likely depending on your beliefs and your level of trust in the government. Unfortunately, no matter what your opinion is, the real truth may never be confirmed. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep updated with our videos. And if you enjoyed this narration, maybe consider checking out my personal channel at youtube.com/Ty_knots.